That's why I tell you so when the man them want to go open on the bottom too, them funny. Because batty a batty. I'm not care what nobody wants to say. You could have talked till you're weak. You could not talk and tell me, say, no man, a woman bottom different from a man bottom. No, woman bottom different from a batty name. A batty name. So nobody can go in my batty, no boy. You try going in them, turn on and rev up your blood clots. We don't for bottom. Yes, darling, I'm back. In a oofa batty. When me have my fat front, you saw? My fat, fluffy, clean front. You got the back door loaded with shit. Are you mad? I tell you, that body is dangerous. It's a dirty thing. You wash it, you scratch it, you still smell shit. So no boy can't go in my back.
Say what? Here we go. Baby girl. Can you feel this? Dirty. Say what?
The Nature Valley sweet and salty nut. Love me a salty nut, honey. She's a salty girl. Little girls love them a salty nut, honey. I actually picked up, oh my god, is this the, yes it is. I picked up actually a whole like peanut, like 16 ounces, and it is actually sweet and oh, this one is sweet and spicy. Let's see how, I love peanut. Like, I've always been a peanut butter type of person. You can give me anything with peanut, almond, chocolate almond, like, that's my shit. I was gonna bring it to work. Actually, I was gonna bring this and leave this at work as my work snack. It's all right. A little tang, a little spicy taste at the end. Or whatever. What's going on, you guys? But actually, I'm just gonna pour some of this. I've been drinking this canned ginger ale. Let's pour a little, top it off. Hey, you guys. What's going on? What's been going on? I hope all is well. Happy Friday. It's Friday, you guys. A lot has been going on this week. This week has been a good week. Last night, I went out. Ended up going out by myself. Which is fine. You know, I said this on the last show. Like, I'm okay with it. But like, it's not like I don't do it all the time intentionally. But like, bitch, if I end up going out by my damn self, I'm gonna go out. And so I unexpectedly went out by myself last night because I had plans to meet up with two friends who decided that they weren't going to go for whatever reason. Here's my thing, especially when it comes to, I got nuts in my mouth. Excuse me. No, I can't remember if I talked about this or not, but like, it's crazy to me that an individual will base their arrival, their process of whatever they got going on or whatever they doing around me. And what I do. Girl, why are you worried about what time I'm getting there? I'm getting there. I'll be there at whatever time when I get there, girl. I'll let you know I'm leaving. Meet me there. Like, that's it. Like, you worrying about what time I'm getting there, how I'm getting there, girl. How are you getting there? Girl, worry about how you getting there, girl. I'll see you there, girl. I don't need to know the rest, girl. I don't need to hear the excuses. I don't need you to tell me that you ain't on me. Like, fuck you ain't on me for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't canceled or said I wasn't coming or anything like that. I said I'm gonna meet you. If I said I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Yes, I will tell you if I'm not gonna go, but like, I was going. I was getting dressed. I got into the shower. Like, I was getting ready. This was my idea. Yes, I'm going. You're worried about what time I'm leaving, what time I'm gonna get there. But bitch, you knew you didn't want to go from the get-go. You knew from the jump you didn't want to go. So stop playing with me. Like, don't do that. Like, don't involve me in your logic and reasoning for not wanting to go out because I took too long to get ready. Bitch, you didn't want to go out. Okay, that's your problem. If you didn't want to wait for me, that's your problem, girl. You said you were going to meet me. I want to go out. I don't have no problem being out by my damn self. But then, all right, I end up being out by myself. Cool. And so I ended up in Hell's Kitchen. I went to Mickey's and I went to the Whisper Room for a party with Boozy Bounce. And it was a cute little night. The boys were out. There were some men out for sure that I was eyeing. So I was just like in and out myself. So funny. So when I got to the bar, I went to Mickey's in Hell's Kitchen. That, you know, I definitely fucks with like Mickey's for sure. So shout out to shout out for Mickey's for being consistent on their prices of their drinks for as long as I can remember. We're talking decades now at this point. You can go to Mickey's, get you a stiff drink, hear a little beat here and there. You know, Mickey's is a very cute meetup spot, I like to say, especially where I'm coming from the other side of town or another state, and Hell's Kitchen, very gay, you know, let's meet up in Hell's Kitchen. Mickey's, perfect. And so I ended up going there to kind of start off the night before going to the Whisper Room and got me a drink. I got a double margarita, frozen, and as soon as I got it, I was like, oh, this is too much. This is too much. This is strong. This is too much. And so I was standing at the bar, and there was a gentleman, a young man there who complimented me, and then, you know, started to ask me my name and blah blah blah. He was making conversation. I got a sense that he was lit Not really quite sure off of what, but he was in his vibe, and I was here for it, bitch. Like, girl, you in your own vibe, your own energy, you feeling your own shit. Okay, girl, I hear you. Girl, you out here by yourself too. Me too. So it's just like I connected, right? He found someone who was out by themselves without friends, and he was able to connect. So we connected for a second, and he ended up asking me. He was like, make sure you save me. Can you save me some of my drink? And you know, it's so funny now that I'm like talking about it, you know, reminiscing about it now, talking to you guys about it. In the moment, I didn't think it was in the moment when he asked me, I was like, perfect, right? I'm like, I already knew this was too much. You can definitely have some, for sure. And so like I gave him some. Didn't really think too much of it. Because I already felt like I wanted to get rid of some of this because this was going to take a long time for me to finish. And so when he asked, it was like, it was meant to be. And so I gave him some. And so for some, I guess we'll think that's a little weird. I can just imagine people was watching me. And when I was pouring half my cup of margarita into his cup. Yes, girl, you can have some, honey. Please have some. And we were chit-chatting, and he told me that he jumped the little gate to get inside. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, okay. Still, minding my business, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, not really like, I'm engaging with him. I did like face him because we were at the bar, so like leaning on the side, or I was facing directly in the bar watching the TV, or like what was going on behind me and stuff. And so, you know, he's talking to me. He's actually also facing me. His body is facing me. And you know, mind you, this music, I'm not really big on too much of the talking while the music going on, but I get it if there's a real connection. And I'm like, girl, there was hardly any real connection. I'm just getting into it. He was like 27. He asked me to guess how old he was. When I said 29, he was like, oh my God. I'm just like, bitch, you are not that far from 29. So calm down. Calm down, Miss Thing. It's okay. It's okay to get older. It is okay to get older. You start to appreciate life even more as you get older. So it's okay to look older. What is wrong with people? And it kills me too. What do people mean when they say, oh, when you tell them the age and they're like, oh, you've done good. You're doing good. You look great. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Was I not supposed to look great at 40 or 45? I guess. I don't know. I guess most people let go at some point, but whatever. So, you know, whatever definition they think 45 should look like, I guess. I just think that that's also just a very younger person kind of mentality as well. Like when someone is not even your age and you're telling them, oh, you look great for your age. Like, thank you. Okay, whatever. So we're chit-chatting, get him some of my drink. And what was his name? He told me his name. Kenneth. His name was Kenneth. And he was from Queens. And cute little, I feel like he was definitely mixed with, I feel like he was Mexican, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely Hispanic. Cause I think he was probably Mexican descent. But blah blah blah. And then next you know, security come. And security say to him, how you getting here? I when I said my jaw dropped to the floor, wait, I'm like, what is happening? Like, what are you doing in here? How you get in here? Get your stuff. And I was like, oh, what is going on? Was I just talking to the madman? Like, what is happening at this moment right now, girl? I was in shock that the way I was entertaining the madman, who's banned from the bar, at the bar and chit-chatting with me. Because I was alone. Because my bitches left me alone. You see, sometimes it's just like you also can't leave pretty people outside sometimes. Because it's just like, girl, you just don't know who you're going to attract. Like, you don't know half the time the people that are going to be attractive to you, and they're approaching you and blah blah blah. Then that happens, blah blah blah. I get me another drink. I finish my frozen margarita, and I got me like a tequila cranberry. Then I pooched on outside, had a seat outside, browsing through my phone. Drink was strong as fuck, so I was sitting there. I knew I was gonna be sitting there for a little minute. I was feeling myself for my first drink. I was on my little edible or whatever like that. Ooh, speaking of edibles, I recently made an order of some edible treats from, I saw it on Funky Dineva's YouTube. On one of his episodes, he always talks about them mega treats. And so I actually bought the cookies. I bought a chocolate chip cookie. I bought the Rice Krispie, and I bought the brownie. And I took a piece of the brownie, and I'm definitely in full mode and feel it. I'm not sure if this is the full effect, but I definitely feel it. It's definitely giving a little cute little vibe. I'm here for it, and so I definitely know what Funky Dineva be feeling when he be funky. Shout out to Funky Dineva. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly. Shout out to Funky Dineva for always giving me life every time I watch him. So he put me onto this, and it's cute right now. Okay. My order came out to like what? With Funky Dineva's discount. I spent like $60 for delivery for 3 different pieces, and I've only had a little piece of a situation. Okay. I can fuck with that. Something that I feel like can last me a while. I kind of like that. Okay. It won't go wasted. And so yeah, so shout out to the makers. Shout out to them. Appreciate it. It took about I ordered it before I went to Atlanta. So it's been 2 weeks. So it's definitely giving fresh batch. Fresh batch, honey. This wasn't sitting in stock. Okay. So I appreciate that. So then I go outside, and then I run into 3 girls come up to me and ask, can they sit with me? Sure. So they sat across from me, the 3 of them, and started having conversation. Then a 4th friend came, and they were all in school. They're all seniors, and I was like, oh, and adorable. And it was one of the girls was so adorable. She had this 2 pigtail hair, like really full black. She had the cat eye glasses, like reading glasses. Very naughty, kind of Liberian, but like into black. And you know, like she was very vibey, and I fucked with her, and I gave her her life. Thought she was gorgeous. And yeah, so we chit-chatted with them. I chit-chatted with them, and then they were closing outside, and then I pumped over to the Whisper Room, got there, and you know, the boys came out. There was some cute guy. There was this one guy. He's really tall. He was like tall and big. It was looked good on him. He had his shades on. But and that's the thing too. I had my shades on too, and I put my shades on intentionally because I knew I was lit, and I didn't really want. Now I'm like really around the gays. Like when I go to Mickey's, I'm like, Mickey's is the bar. It's real kiki. You know what I'm saying? Whatever like that. But I'm like, girl, I'm about to be around the niggas, and girl, I'm about to put my shades on, but I kept my shades to, you know, the tip of my nose so I can see and stuff, because you know what I'm saying, it's still motherfucking like, it's still dark in here, bitch, but I don't want y'all to be all up in my face and all up in my eyes, so I definitely gotta put my shades on. So he had his shades on too, or whatever. You know, when you have your shades on, it is so much harder for people to connect with you. And so for me, I was trying to be incognito anyways. And so for me, I didn't want anyone to be in my shit. And so that was another reason why I had it on. And so, you know, he was cute from what I saw, but like, how would he know? Because he got his, or how would I know if he was even looking at me? Because he got his damn shades on. So you can't even see his eyes. But I always like to kind of give also, like, if I'm really looking at somebody, I also want them to see that I am looking at them. Like, bitch, yeah, I want you. And so I was there for like cute 45 an hour. And then I pumped home. Really didn't want to get out the bed today. Literally rolled out of bed after 9:30 today. I was just like, because I got home like a little after 2. I'm sick of coming home alone. Let me tell you. I'm sick of not having a man waiting in his bed when I get home to a warm body. I need me a man in my bed. Okay, do you hear me this fall? I need me a man in my bed, bitch. Put a man in my bed, okay? God, girl. When I go out and I have drinks with my girls, I want to come home to my man, girl. That's the vision. That's what I want, girl. Come home to my man, girl. So came home. Oh, yesterday I also had my shot. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but like my prep, I do Aptitude, which is bi-monthly, or every 2 months, and not bi-monthly, but bi-monthly, yeah. And I got my shot yesterday morning, and then I was outside. I went to work, got a haircut, went into the office, worked out, went out. So I was tired. I was really tired just from the day before, because I didn't even take a nap before that. So yeah, I was just done. I was really through. So I'm glad I stayed home. I really didn't want to go to the office, but never nothing wrong with staying home. I gotta lean into it a little bit more, honestly. But bitch, sometimes I just don't want to be in the office. Sometimes I just don't want to even go into the office, and I get it. So, but there's been like a lot been going on. And you know, we don't really do a lot of current events all the time like that, but this assassination, crazy. We'll just say that. My condolences to his family. That is just the thought of an assassination in this day and time. I mean, I know they attempted with Donald, but like, when you think about it, like, assassination, let's not normalize that. Like, that is crazy and very traumatizing to even think to be amongst in an area and someone shooting and not knowing where they're going to shoot, but like, or who they're going to shoot next. Like, that is a very scary situation just in general. And then for it to only be a target of one individual is just next level. And so, yeah, he apparently, I didn't know nothing about this man until this assassination. And he is quite the individual. So, but sorry to this man. In the words of Kiki Palmer. But I don't know this man. My floor vacuum started. It's picking up the sound. Hold on. Let me pause it. Just for a second. Because I did want to talk about also as well. I was watching this clip of Ben Sparrow on The Breakfast Club, and they were talking about pro-choice and pro-life and things of that nature. And Ben, for people who may not know, I'm just now learning who he is a little bit, but clearly he's a Jew. He's Jewish. I've at least watched 2 videos of his on his show. Interesting viewpoints on certain things. And so he was talking with the people on The Breakfast Club, and honestly, he really ate them up. And that clip, and mind you, that clip that I was watching was on his show. He clipped it and put it on his show, so it wasn't actually an entire interview. But that one clip where they were talking about the defining of when does or how do we define life, and they kept on bringing up the scenario of rape and incest. And how many people raped in a year? They say globally, the United Nations found over 250,000 reported cases of rape or attempt rape annually across 65 countries. That's a global data. All right. So they kept on bringing up, which is a very small population when you think about it. I mean, way too much, but definitely a small population and not the entire world. And so they kept on bringing up this situation about rape and incest that just made them sound, I'm sorry to say it, but they didn't make any sense. And Ben kept on like really checking them in a way that was, you know, like checking them on their own damn show. Ben said like, but the question is, okay, because you're bringing up the scenario, but that's not the question. You know, the question is, how do we define life? If you're defining life based on 6 weeks, or when you hear a heartbeat, which is normally apparently at 6 and 8 weeks, do you not believe that that child should be protected, or that life should be protected? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Understanding that on a situation such as rape, cases with rape and attempt rape, 250,000 people are affected by that every year, roughly, in 65 countries. How is that the only example for you to use as not being pro-life? They kept on bringing up rape, and I just could not really understand. One, I'm sure not everyone gets pregnant after experiencing that, right? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a female. I can just only assume that not everyone gets pregnant after experiencing that tragic situation. And for me, why was that just the only defense that they had, bringing this man up here and letting this man eat them up on their own show? I just thought that was just so funny when I was watching it earlier today. I wish them nothing but the best. Honestly, like, listen to me. Like, even just listening to that conversation, once again, I'm not a woman. I do believe that there are, all human beings should have rights to say how and what they do with their body. And I do believe that there should be a limit. I would hope not to have people out there being pregnant for months and wanting to abort a child at their last trimester. That's just crazy to me. Like, I can't even think about the thought, but maybe we do need to have laws in place in order for people to know that, because common sense is not common sense to everybody. And so with knowing that, I can respect the fact that we're putting in laws in place to prevent that. Now, yes, we can all contest. There's our conversations on about the reasoning why people are getting abortions and how government now plays a part in that. In the fact that they tell you, even with rape and incest, as an example, mind you, if there is a heartbeat at what, 6-8 weeks, that says that you now have to carry that child, that is a very hard decision. I can really imagine that is hopefully a decision that will probably scar a lot of people who may be going through something such as that. But then there might be also people who that situation will change their lives in so many different ways. And so we can't predict the future, but only God can tell your story, and only, you know what I'm saying, and only you can live through it. And so now that there's a law in place, and so now what there needs to be is options for women who are engaging in sexual activities that they need something such as birth controls and things of that nature. But then also too, we run into with pro-life, you run into the pro-life of pro-life is also about, for them, marriage and having kids. Have kids, also tied in religion as well. And so I think you also have the battle with that. And you have the battle with women being more independent and not being used as tools or objects. And ultimately, what it comes back down to is the fact that men have always been in control, and this is just another form and a way to just control women. But there is also the other side of like reproducing and legacy and generation and things of that nature. And this generation is not having as much kids and blah, blah, blah. People's focus are off balance and things of that nature. Hey, I am not a woman. I do strive to want to have kids, but we also live in a society where kids are expensive, and with everything being expensive, then it's just like, what's the point of having kids if I can't afford the kids, you know? So it's just like, what's the point? And with women, especially a lot of independent women who are either living on their own, having their own homes, you know, turning 40 in their late 30s, not having kids, their priorities could be in different forms, right? Could be health conditions. It could be there's no marriage, or, you know, things of that nature, or may not want. I feel like every woman has a different reason, and that's just what it is. I think that most women probably do urge to give birth and may want to do that at some point, but child, if they don't give birth, then what? So who's in control? All right. Who's running the show then? Clearly the women, because they running this. If they not giving out no babies, we won't continue like a society. I mean, just sum it up right there. And that's why they want to enforce it, and that's why they want to force people to have babies. So, because I also, as I was watching that, funny enough, I got an alert from the New York Times talking about states heading towards the constitutional shutdown over abortion shield laws. Texas and New York are at the leading edge of an escalating states' rights battle over the mailing of abortion pills to patients in states with bans. Crazy. 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 All right, at this point, babe, just move, girl. It's like, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think that for women trying to abort a child at 8 months, I don't think they can't do that. I'm sure they can't do that in the hospital. They would have to do that on their own. That's criminal. But then to criminalize doctors and giving doctors restrictions on how to determine when to give an abortion is also another tough thing, which is crazy. Now you telling the doctor, don't even think you can do this after 6 weeks or 8 weeks. Girl, y'all better get your birth controls, get your abortion pills, have them in stock, girl. If you're gonna be spreading it open and busting it open and not wear a condom with your free will, then girl, next is abortion pills. And I always say, my PrEP, me taking my PrEP is my birth control. I feel like fish. Gotta take my medicine so I don't catch it. So I don't get pregnant and have a baby, because I ain't trying to have no baby right now. Okay, I got too much going on. Life is lifing right now, and a baby is not in the picture, and I respect that, mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandparents had 10 kids. They are not having kids like that anymore. And I wouldn't either if I couldn't afford them. That's the thing. It's just like affording them. And, you know, wanting to provide for your kids and wanting to give your kids nothing but the best. Why bring someone into the world to cause them distress and potential unhappiness? But what Ben also talked about was the fact that what naturally supposed to happen is that you're supposed to provide for your family, you're supposed to provide for your kids. That's the nature of life. And I respect that. I agree with that. You work harder, 10 times harder, because you have to provide for somebody. Some people are like that, some people are not. Some parents are good, some parents are bad. Not everybody is good people, and not everybody deserves to have a baby. Let's be period right there. Not everyone deserves a baby. So, yeah. But ooh, girl, I've been chatting, girl. All right. This was cute. I'll talk to y'all later. Until next time. Bye.
Watching you always say, I've been sitting here watching us fade away. Baby, don't you see what you done do away? No one's hitting you on little